Hey, this is Natalie with Willow Tree Weaving and the Fifth Journey, and I had kind of a fun video I want to do today. So I received a nice little package from AFI, which is Aromatic Fragrances International. They are based in Georgia, and they do make really wonderful fragrances, and I wanted to go ahead and test them. I'm not getting paid to do this. This is just a sample packet that they sent to me, and it's kind of funny because the fragrances they sent, I received this in March. The fragrances I get were very kind of fall and holiday scents. I'm like, that's kind of a weird time to be sending this to me. Well, I was looking at the package, and this was actually mailed out in the beginning of August, and it got either put in somebody else's mailbox or something happened. I didn't even get it until well after holidays. However, I have made the soaps and they well cured, and I wanted to make a video of how they behaved, how they smell, if we like them better in the soap or out of the bottle, because really as soap makers, even though we're going into summer and people are thinking, okay, I want beach scents or, the fruity scents, we are actually, as soap makers, getting ready to start thinking about holiday because we have to make these things, plan them and get them made so that they're ready to go, because we have, 6 to 8 weeks or however long the cure time is before we can sell them. So we actually are going to be start thinking about those fall soaps here very soon. So anyway, I got this package in the mail. They were nicely packaged up, and I got a sticker. There's some information on the company as well as a fragrance list for, and I think this is mainly the ones for like the fall, but they have tons of different fragrances, so definitely check them out. So let's go ahead and talk about the 6 that they sent me. The first one I have, first off, this is my basic recipe that I use because you want to test to make sure to see how it works in your recipe. So this will help with morphing of colors. You can obviously see there's different colors. There's no added micas to any of these. So if you're planning on a soap with, say, these really light, pretty colors and use something that discolors to dark brown, it's not going to work. Also, fragrances do or can change during that saponification process. So you want to make sure that what you are going for is really what you're wanting the final product. And I tested a whole bunch of different fragrances the last few months, so I'm excited to have this part of it done. So let's go ahead and talk about these and each one individually. So the first one I have, and they, like I said, they do quite a few dupes. I think all of these or most of these are Bath and Body Works ones, but I'll talk about it individually. Okay, anyway, so the first one is Iced Vanilla Woods, and this is a compared to with Bath and Body Works. It's discolored to kind of it's kind of a greenish, grayish tan, and of course that's a gray, so it kind of gives a little bit of a green tint to it, but it behaved very well. I have a basic fluid, so you could do basic designs and swirls. Not something that you're gonna need a lot of time for. It's not decelerating, anything like that. Didn't notice any acceleration with that either. We decided, I had my girls and we all smelled it, and we decided we actually liked it a little bit better out of bottle than with the cold process. It does still smell really good, but I think we're gonna use it for like solid shampoo bars, lotions, things like that. So the next one we have, and I didn't mix this one all the way through apparently, because when I make these, I make a larger batch of soap and I pour them into individual cups, and then I mix each fragrance, so I didn't mix that one quite as well, but you can still see there's a little bit of discoloration. It's a little bit warmer on the bottom versus the part that was exposed to air. That's kind of get a little bit of a yellow to it. So this one is Sweater Weather, again, Bath and Body Works. And this one, Basic Fluid, again, kind of a yellowish tan. It looks a little bit warmer on the bottom, and we actually liked it better in the cold process. Still smells good here, but we did like it better in the cold process soap. All right, the third one is Twisted Peppermint. So the funny thing about this, and I was really actually excited because Twisted Peppermint is probably one of the only not fragrances, but products that I do buy from Bath & Body Works, because I love that scent during the holidays. It just for nostalgic reasons, or something about it from my childhood that I just love. I love the scent. So I've kind of got a light, I don't know, kind of a dark ivory. I wouldn't call that really a tan. And it did behave just fine. You can see the top is super smooth on that one. And on the fragrance notes, we really kind of liked either one. Let's see. Out of the bottle is a bit sweeter, and this one's a little bit more pepperminty. I do have another, because I've been trying to find one that another company, or a company that I can use this for personal use. We did have another one from another company, but we like this one better. from AFI. I don't have a sample or a lotion or anything here to test it by with the actual product, and it's obviously the wrong time of year. So it'll be interesting if those of you, if you have this, let me know what you think to see how close you think it compares, but it does really smell good. Now, here's a weird thing about this one, and this one really in particular is I've had a bunch of people test this scent with all of it. I'm not kidding. I've got 65 different fragrance soaps behind me that I've tested. I've had people come over and smell them and see what they like, what they don't like, different notes and things like that. And this one, and I think it's kind of what it's around. They didn't really care for it in the soap. But if you just go randomly pick it up, you're like, oh, that smells really good. So it's kind of an interesting one with that one, but definitely one I'll make again. Okay, next is Fraser Fur by Times. This one smells really good. One of my daughters, she's like, oh, that's straight up Christmas tree. So it smells really good and nice. I wouldn't call it a pure white, but this one would be great for really any colors. As far as acceleration, I did have some moderate acceleration, which is kind of surprising because the top isn't really too lumpy, but there was some acceleration, so I wouldn't do a whole lot with that one. And on fragrance notes, both of them, actually all three of us, it really smells the same either way. So you could go either with any product soap or non-soap products. All right, the next one, this is super dark. This one is back to Bath & Body Works, Vanilla Pumpkin Marshmallow. Obviously, it's a super, super dark brown. So this one, you couldn't do much with it unless you just fragrance part of the batch if you did soap and then maybe do unfragrance on top. The thing is, when you have something that has this much of a dark color, that color is going to bleed through into other layers. Sometimes you can use it to advantage. It kind of gives a really cool halo effect, but you really want to think about that. So with this one, basic fluid, out of the bottle, they liked both. Out of the bottle, they really smelled a lot more of the vanilla. And this one daughter, she's like, it smells like Halloween. That smells straight up like Halloween decor and candles and things like that. So depending on what you're going for, you could go either way. And the last one, this one is a tan, a little grayer than that first one. Still a little bit warm, but it does have a little bit of that gray tan in it. This one is, again, Bath & Body Works dupe. It is Pumpkin Pecan Waffles. Again, basic fluid. And this one, it does have a little bit of a different smell, but you can go either way with it. So those are the ones I've got. Maybe if you want to give them a try, these would be really, really great ones for the upcoming fall season. So check them out, really.